Hi guys. Okay. So I triple, quadruple, checked a million times to make sure that the volume was working on this thing. I'm so sorry that the volume was not working before. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to quadruple check it. I don't know why. I've never had a problem before this year, but apparently it's just not my friend this year, but that's okay. It's working right now. So that's great. So here we go. We're going to go over a couple of letters that we did skip over before, and one of them is X. So X, you can kind of see, let's do a little focusing in here. Oh, Try again. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, like if I cover up this over curve and then this under curve, if I cover those up, I can see that X hiding in there, right? But this is one of those letters, just like T and I, how we have to cross our T's and dot our I's, we have to slash our X's. Everybody go, slash your X's. Okay. So if we look at this, let's just have a little look-see with some purple. And we're going to do a little zoom. Little zoom. Okay, so if I look at this, it starts with an over curve. We know an over curve goes like this, right? It starts below and it curves upward like this, okay? So we're going to start the pink line and we're going to over curve, and then we're going to kind of go, we're going to make a little hill, and then we're going to go about straight down, and then we're going to under curve, okay? So I'm going to over curve, curve it and come down, and then under curve. So we've kind of made like a little swishy, okay? Like a little wavy wave, okay? But it's important that this is a hump. It's not like this. Okay, these are curved lines. Remember when we do cursive, the things are curved so that they flow together. Okay, and then after we pick up our pencil, after the dash line, we come up to the dash line, then we just start at the dash and we slash it through to the pink. Okay, so it's important that when you do this, that you don't go like this, because then when you slash it, there's nothing for it to slash through, right? So when we do it, we have to come up, come straight down, and then under curve, and then we'll be able to slash it like that. Okay, let's do a couple together. So I'm going to start at the pink. Remember, when you do this, guys, look, I'm going to make this straight for a second. When you do this and your book is in front of you, you want your book to be turned like this. That's going to help you get that slant. Okay, let me go back here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, looking right here. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to start the pink line, and I'm going to start that green dot, and I'm going to go over curve, come straight down, under curve, pick up my pencil, slash it. Okay, let's do it again. Over curve, come straight down, under curve, slash to finish. It's a fun one, right? I like this one. Let's do it one more time. Over curve, straight down, under curve, slash to finish. Okay, perfect. So you're going to do 3 lines of X's. Then down here, we have X. When we join an X to the next letter, this under curve becomes the beginning of the next letter. Okay, so if I do XY, I'm going to over curve, come straight down, under curve, and then I'm going to hop it over to become the beginning of that Y. My Y is going to come straight slanty down, loop, cross at the pink, over curve to finish. When we join another letter to X, that under curve, if it ends with an under curve for the letter before, then it's going to become the over curve in the next part for the X. So we're going to start at the pink for our E, loop it, come down, under curve, turn it into an over curve, straight down, under curve, slash to finish. Okay, and then this word down here is xylophone. And then we have exit, then we have fix. Next letter is going to be V. V looks very similar to X, except for one part at the end, and it's a little check stroke. Remember, our check stroke goes check stroke, just a little dip, right? So same thing. We're going to over curve, come straight down, under curve, and then we check stroke to finish, and we don't slash it. Okay, so V is very similar to X. So we're going to do it again. Over curve, come straight down, under curve, check stroke to finish. Over curve, come straight down, under curve, check stroke to finish. Just like that. Make sure that you're not getting too big with it, like this. I'm sorry, like this. We should have some thinner parts in here than that, okay? So we should come over curve, come straight down, under curve, check stroke to finish. Okay. When V joins to the next letter, it's just like a check stroke to overcurve, joining or check stroke to undercurve. So it's just going to become the beginning of that next letter right there. Okay. So let's do VY. Actually, let's write NV down here at the bottom. Come on, little camera. There we go. So if I write NV, I'm going to go E, come up for the N, pop back up, come down. And my undercurve becomes my overcurve. And then I come here. This little check, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. This little check stroke is going to become the beginning of my Y, so I'm going to make it turn into an overcurve. Then I'm going to come here, cross at the pink, overcurve. Okay, in V's. There's no slashing like the X for V. Z. I love Z. Z is one of my favorite ones, okay? Because it's just really silly. It doesn't look like a Z at all, right? Maybe it does a little bit. I don't really see it. But a Z begins with an overcurve and it's going to end with an overcurve. Okay. So with a Z, it's starting the same way as the V, the same way as the X, the same way as the Y, all of those. They start the same way with that overcurve. All right. So we're going to start here and we're going to come straight down. But instead of us undercurving here, now we're going to pop up barely just a little bit off of the pink. You see that little tiny hump right there? Just a little tiny hump. And then we're going to come down and loop just like the Y, cross at the pink, overcurve to finish. Let's do a couple more down here. Can you see that, guys? Can you see that little tiny little pop right there? That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking to do after you do your overcurve. So I'm going to overcurve, touch the pink, hop, little tiny hop, come down, cross at the pink, overcurve to finish. Let's do another one. Overcurve, pop, come down to the dark blue, cross it, overcurve to finish. This is a trickier letter, okay? It is a trickier letter, and you just have to be careful with that, okay? Give me 1 second. 1 second, okay? If we look down here, just like the other ones, that overcurve at the end is going to become the beginning of the next letter, okay? Let's do zebra down here. So I'm going to overcurve, touch the pink, pop, come down to the dark blue, cross at the pink, overcurve to finish, except it's going to become the beginning of the E. Then I'm going to loop up for the B, scoop it, check stroke becomes the beginning of the R, come down, A, just like this. All right. You got it, guys. Take your time on those Z's. I know they're tricky. It's okay. You just take your time. You can watch this part again if you need to, just to refresh yourself, okay? Great job. I'll see you guys tomorrow.